You all know by now that this Upadesa Saram is actually given out by Lord Shiva, the Tarukavanat Rishis. They were karmakandis. They were believing only in karma, not even in God. They were masters of Veda. So they have mastered Veda. And they are experts in doing Havan, Yaga, Yajnas and all. They thought, we are doing it and we are getting the results. So where is God? So Shiva appeared to teach them a lesson, and then after sort of teaching them a lesson, he gave this Upadesha. So Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi's disciple, Swami Ramana, he approached Bhagavan and asked him, Bhagavan, we do not know what Shiva gave, but you are Sakshat Shiva himself. So you should tell us what is the Upadesha. And then Bhagavan gave out this Upadesha Saram. So this is the essence of all Upadesha. Whatever. See, we have got Upanishads, 108 of them. And then we have got Bhagavad Gita. And we have got lot many Vedanta scriptures. So this Upadesha Saram in 30 verses gives the essence of all teachings of Sanatana, of our Vedas. It's so amazing. So I tell you very, very honestly, after studying this thoroughly, you need not study anything else. Because to realize the self, whatever is required is given here. So he starts giving the essence of Karma Yoga, saying that when you do karma with the idea of I am the doer, I am the enjoyer, always eyeing on the results, Vinaikadal Viltil Mundivara Veed Dharalil, you will be drowned in the ocean of karma only. You cannot come out of it. So, Ishwararpitam na ichchayakrit. Offer everything unto the Lord without any personal agenda. Do the karma as offering unto the Lord. That chitta shodakam mukti sadakam. That leads you to the absolute. This is the essence of Karma Yoga. Whatever Bhagavan Sri Krishna taught in 3rd and 4th chapters, he gave out just like that in 2-3 verses. And then essence of Bhakti Yoga. What is Bhakti Yoga? Devotion to the Lord. That you should develop through puja, japa, dhyana. These are the 3 methods, he said. Puja also you start doing to a murti. And then you start seeing the same murti everywhere. In the Ashtamurtam, the 8-fold forms. The Panchamahabhutas, the Akasha, Vayu, Agni. Panchamahabhutas and Surya, Sandra and the Jivas. Like that if you serve, then you are serving the Lord actually. Then you are worshipping the Lord. See how revolutionary this idea is. Just not worshipping a statue. Worship this whole world. All the Jivas means all the beings are God's abode only. So worship them. See how beautiful. And Japa also you start loudly and then Manda and then it becomes Manasika. And that leads you to the Dhyanam. Dhyanam also without unbroken it should be. Without break. That is better. In dhyana to have the Lord as your own self is better than to keep him as somebody else. See, in devotion, you keep him as somebody else and so you develop devotion as a friend, as a guru, as my mother, father, something like that. But here he asks us to keep Lord as my own self. With this Ananya Bhava we have to meditate on. Then he says with the Bhala of Bhava Bala, you reach a state where you go beyond all bhavas. And there you realize him in your heart. This is what he has given us, the essence of Bhakti Yoga. And then he took up Dhyana Yoga, controlling the breath, prana. When you control the breath, the mind also is controlled. But still you have to apply that mind in Dhyana. Dhyana means meditation on the one, he said. One. Then when you go on meditating, then all the Triputi, the meditator and the meditated becomes one. Then you abide there. And then he took up Vichara, that is his favorite subject. Manasam tu kim margane krite naiva manas. Marga arjavat. See, why this mind is troubling? Instead of that, ask, what is this mind which is troubling me? If you start inquiring, what is this mind? It is really creating this havoc. There you will find, to your astonishment, there is no mind. There is only consciousness. There is only the truth. This mind is only an appearance. Just appear and troubling you. You start inquiring, it vanishes. So how to go about inquiry? What is mind? Mind is nothing but flow of thoughts. What are thoughts? What is a thought? In thought there are two aspects. Object, which is in the womb of the thought. Whatever may be the objects. And the illuminator, the I. Aham vritti. Without attention flowing through your eyes and your ears, you cannot perceive anything, understand anything. So therefore, I is required to know, perceive. So the I thought is the central thought of all the other thoughts. Instead of discriminating about other thought, just leave it and focus on this I thought. From where this I thought is arising? நான் என்றெழுவிடம் ஏதன நாட உள் நான் தலை சாய்ந்திடும் ஞான விசாரம் இதுந்தீவர. If you keep your attention on where from this I thought is arising, he says I thought subsides in the heart. And from there, another I, aham aham taya spurati hutsvayam parama purna sat. Another I rises, which is the parama purna sat, which is the satyam, truth. Why? Because it cannot be negated in all periods of time. Even in the deep sleep, when everything is gone, but still I am, the truth is. That is why when we get up, we say, I slept beautifully, I slept wonderful, I enjoyed. So the I is there even in the deep sleep, when everything else is gone. So therefore, this I is Paramapurna. See, till this point of time we have seen. That's why I am just going fast. And then he takes up the traditional Vedanta way of inquiry. See, this is very interesting. We will start from there today. Already we have seen 3-4 verses, but still we will start for the continuity. 22nd verse. We will chant. Do you all have? Vigrahendriya pranadhitamaha Vigrahendriya pranadhitamaha Nahamekasat tajjadam hyasat Nahamekasat tajjadam hyasat Satvabhasika chitvavetara Satvabhasika chitvavetara Sattayahi chit chittayahyaham Sattayahi chit chittayahyaham Isha jivayo veshadhibida Isha jivayo veshadhibida Satsvabhavato vastu kevalam Satsvabhavato vastu kevalam Veshahanataha swatmadarshanam Veshahanataha swatmadarshanam Ishadarshanam swatmarupataha Ishadarshanam swatmarupataha Atma samstitihi swatmadarshanam Atma samstitihi swatmadarshanam Atmanirdvayat Atmanishtata Atmanirdvayat Atmanishtata. See, our Upanishads, they indicate the truth, which is our own self, the true self, through a method called negation. Negation means not that, na iti, na iti, na iti. And then when it comes to actual self or the truth, it cannot explain because it is beyond words. See, we have been studying this Kaivalya Navanidam for the past few days. There, that Tandavaraya Swami says, it is like this, he says. See, in the villages and all, they have the celebration, the carnival, like sort of, Tiruvada they say. What they say in English? Some sort
fair.
of
Carnival.
fair. Festival, fair. See, once what happened, it seems, a young girl, along with his friend, she had gone to that fair, it seems. And that young girl's lover also had come there. So he was standing somewhere with his friends. So the Tori, that friend asked this girl, it seems, who is your man? Is that person? She asked him. She said, no. Is that? No. No. When actually the friend pointed out, is this your person? Then she kept quiet, it seems. She just Tandavaraya Swami explains, like that the Vedas say, not this, not this, not this. And then when it comes to actual self, it cannot express. So it just keeps quiet. Something like that, so beautiful. The example given was so beautiful. So here also, when he starts explaining what is the true self. We tend to take this body to be the self. Is this the body the self? Or the indriyas, the senses? Or the inner instrument called mind and buddhi? Or these the self? He says no, it cannot be the self, because it can be seen, and there is a seer, who is me, who is seeing. And they are jada. They cannot function of their own without my presence. So, therefore, all these things should be rejected. See, that is what we have seen in the verse 22, saying that Vigraha means this body, Indriya, the senses, Prana, Dhi means buddhi, the mind and intellect. They are all not me. Naham. Then Tamaha means darkness, meaning the Ajnana. How can Ajnana be me? I am knowledge, full of knowledge. So it is not that, because Tad Jadam, those are all depending on me, they cannot survive on their own. Asat, they perish also. But I am that imperishable. So that is me. So you have to negate, to know the true self, you have to negate. Not this, not this. So in Dhyanam what we do? We sit and we close our eyes, and then we don't entertain any of the Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha from the world outside. And then we don't entertain is what? We don't give any this thing for the thoughts value. Let them come and go. So that is how you negate the mind. I have nothing to do with this mind. And then when you negate all these things, then you know the self. This is Dhyanam actually. The next shloka, he raises a doubt. See, we know things only through senses, mind and buddhi, the intellect. If you negate all the means of knowledge, the senses you negate, eyes, nose, ears you negate, and the mind and buddhi also you negate, then how will you know the self? Because to know the self, you need some of the means, na? How will you know it? Don't worry. It is known by itself because it is of the nature of knowledge. See? Satyahi chit, chittayahi sat. That existence, which is the truth itself, is the knowledge which illuminates. It's Swayam Prakasham. It illuminates of its own. Therefore, you do not know it through some other knowledge, through some other means. It is known by itself. That is what Bhagavan says. It's a natural doubt, no? If you give up everything, all the means of knowledge, then how will you know it? Don't worry, you just leave it and see. To know the sun, you need not take a torch. Sun is light. He is known by his own light. Sun. Similarly, the Atma is of the nature of knowledge. Atma means what? That is of the nature of knowledge. So it is known by its own light. You need not worry about that. You just give it up, all the instruments of knowledge. then you be there, everything is revealed to you. That is okay about the self you are talking, but there is God now. What about God? Isha, the God, who has created this world, who is running the show, and who is the ultimate destroyer and everything, and who blesses the devotees. What about him? Then he takes the Mahavakya Upadesha, Tat Tvamasi. He is not none other than your own self. Meaning, he says, because of these upadhis, conditionings, you have got this body, physical gross body, you have got mind. Similarly, God has got the total body and mind. Because of that, he is different from you. But essentially, as the knowledge principle, there is no difference between you and him. How beautiful. So, the Mahavakya Upadesha, what he says, in the verse 24, Isha Jivayoho Vesha Dhi Vida. Between Ishvara and the Jiva, what is the difference? Vida means what is the difference? Vesha and Dhi. Vesha means the appearance, the body. We have got this small physical body. He is Virat, total. And Dhi means what? We know only this much. Buddhi. He is all knower, all knowing. But through these instruments, the same principle only functions. We gave the example of the Obama. Do you remember? As a father, he is a miserable guy who cannot dictate anything to anybody. But as the president of America, he is all powerful. Similarly, but the person is one only. So, Veshahanadihi, when the upadhis are given up, the body identification and the mind, buddhi is given up, when you avoid Swatma Darshanam, then that is Isha Darshanam. When you avoid yourself, that is Ishvara Darshanam. Because actually the Isha's true self, true nature also is that pure knowledge, that Satchit, that self only, that only. So therefore don't worry about Ishvara. You abide in yourself, that is Isha Darshana. That is God realization, because Ishvara is also essentially your own true self, the pure knowledge, consciousness. So after giving that out, then you do not even know the truth. Why? Why? Because the absolute truth or the self is one. There is no two. One is to be known, another is the knower. Because in the world we always, there is a knower and there is known. But here it is unbroken. It is one without the second. Therefore, there is nothing called as one who is knowing and one who is known. That is true, pure knowledge. Therefore, you need not even know it. You just be the self. See, here what happened? You need not even know it. When you stop knowing other things in the world and keep quiet, you just remain in your own self, where you not even know the self. If you try to know the self, you objectify the self. You objectify. And there is a knower and the known. It becomes limited. Whatever is limited perishes. It is not the truth. So this is the idea. There, in the peak of meditation, it is not even knowing. It is just being. That is why Bhagavan's Upadesha, Summa Yiru. Yiru means for just be. Don't worry about it. Just. So where he has taken us, from where? From he has taken us to the giddy heights. So, Summa Yiru means what? After negating, meaning what? Not giving any this thing to the body, mind. And then, if you try to know the truth, you fail miserably. Because the truth cannot be objectified. See, that is what the Arunachala Tattvam teaches us. Even Brahma and Vishnu could not see the Adi or Mudi, the beginning or end of the Lord. How can you and I? So it cannot be known. So, just remind there, being is the truth. It is not even knowing. When you start knowing, then there is this padavu, this knower and known dichotomy has come. Then it is not the truth. It is not absolute. It becomes kanda, broken. So be there. See? So there, what is there to be done? Nothing. You just remind your own self. Let the sound comes, let anything come and go. How does it matter? I have nothing to do with those things. Let the thoughts come and go. Let them go. I have nothing to do with them. Just remind. There it is not even knowing. Just remind. But you know what happens for us? When we try to remind without giving any room to the thought or anything, we go to sleep. Why? Because we have practiced that way only. Either you think about the world is that or go to sleep. So this habit we have been following for how many years, how many janmas. So when you are asked to not give any this thing to any thought, just remind. There, what is sleep? It is darkness. There also you cannot know the truth. So it is beyond darkness, isn't it? Tamaha. So you should not sleep. You should be awake and not entertain anything. No room for anybody, not even God. Just be yourself. That's it. Swami, how long? This question is very long. Hey, there is no question of how long. Once you know the beauty of it, the taste of it, you will not ask how long. You want to remain there. You understand? So being is everything, not knowing. Because in the next verse is going to say, in that state, there is nothing to be known. This is what is the next shloka. A very beautiful and interesting shloka. In Tamil it comes, Harivadar Kondillai Undipara. Harivadar Kondillai. There is nothing to know here. Why? I'm going to explain why there is nothing to know here. Jnanavarjita Ajnanahina chit Jnanamasti kim Jnatumantaram Jnanavarjita Ajnanahina chit Jnanamasti kim Jnatumantaram. See, this chitta means the pure consciousness. That is the self, the truth. This chitta, jnana varjita, meaning in that there is no knowledge, objective knowledge. Meaning what is objective knowledge? Through the senses and mind, whatever you know about the world is called as knowledge here, the objective knowledge. So this chitta is beyond those objective knowledge, because of that pure light of consciousness, everything is known. Therefore, all the things which are known is something else, and this illuminator is something else, somebody else. So therefore, in that chitta, there is no knowledge. It is beyond knowledge. Knowledge means knowledge of the world, knowledge of the objects. Ajnanahina. It is beyond ignorance also. Why? Because we know that we don't know. That also we know. Is that not so? I know Tamil, I know English. To some extent I know Hindi. I know to some extent Sanskrit. But I don't know Chinese. I know also I don't know. So even I don't know is illumined by this knowledge only, that I don't know. How do you know? I don't know. Because I don't know. Is that not so? So therefore, this chit or the pure consciousness illumines both the knowledge and the ignorance. What is knowledge? I know certain things. I know this is a mobile phone. I know these are all human beings. This is the knowledge which I am only knowing. The pure consciousness illumining. And I do not know what is there in the upstairs. I don't know. So that ignorance also is illumined. So the illuminator is different from that which is illumined. So the knowledge and the ignorance is beyond. Jnana Vajjita, in that knowledge, pure knowledge, there is nothing called as objective knowledge. It is beyond. And what about ignorance? It is beyond. Because that is also illumined. So in that pure shit, which is beyond knowledge and ignorance, it is as it is. There is nothing other than that. Therefore, Jnana Mastikim Antaram. Is there anything else that to be known? No. In that state, there is nothing to know. Because whatever you know is only objective knowledge, which is not the truth. Okay, we have rejected it. Even the ignorance, whatever we say, I don't know, also is illumined by this. That is also rejected. Now, here in this pure consciousness, you cannot know it. You have to be that. That's what we have seen now. There, relax. There is nothing to be known. Arivada Kondrilai. So therefore, the highest knowledge is what? The knowledge that there is nothing to know. Because whatever you know about this world is only limited and objective and it is false. Whatever you know about yourself also is all only through your body mind you know yourself, not actually you know yourself. It's all false knowledge. But when you abide in that pure knowledge, you need not know it because it is known by itself. So there is nothing to know. Arivada Kondrilai undi para. So a jnani is one who is not trying to know anything in the world, or who is not feeling he is ignorant about anything in this world, or he is not having that idea that I know the self or I know the truth also. In fact, he is living as the truth. He need not know anything because he has become the source of all knowledge. When you remain that way, you know what happens? A very wonderful thing happens. You know everything about the world. You know everything about everything. See, this is the magic. When you want to know small little things, you will know only that much. When you brush aside everything, knowledge and ignorance, and remain as yourself, the source of all knowledge, there you know everything about everything. Mukkalam Munanda Jnani. He will know the past, future, present, about you, he, she, it, everything. See? Since because he is rejected, the whole field of knowledge, all knowledge is his. If you reject all the Aishwaryam is yours. If you run after Aishwaryam, then you are Daridran. You will have only this much. See, you may be living in Buckingham Palace. Say there are hundreds of rooms, let us say. Only that much is your house, na? But if you don't have any house, the whole world is your house. It is true. Everything is my own. So therefore, Tyage Naike Amritatva Manashu. If you give up all knowledges of the world, of everything, and you do not know anything, all knowledge come to you. Is it not wonderful? See, this is not a cock and bull story. Great Mahatmas, they were knowing everything. You go, they call you by name. And they can tell you what's going to happen also. Kanji Mahaperivan, he was exhibiting all this. How? Because they are not interested in anything here. See, suppose if they are interested in these worldly affairs, about people, about everything, and if they are given this knowledge, I tell you, it's a torture. You go mad. Like in one of the Tamil films, this Vivek, he the comedian, he knows about everything, what the people are talking, thinking. He will go mad. I tell you, only when you go beyond all this knowledge, you can handle this sarvajñatvam, knowing everything. Otherwise, you cannot handle this. If you know what his husband is thinking about you, you cannot live with him. You cannot live with him. He says, no, honey, you are wonderful, you are beautiful. That's why you are able to live with him. Yeah, you don't mistake me. I saw a film while traveling to US, Liar. One fellow, suddenly, he will not be able to tell a lie. Because his son, for his birthday, he had the wish. Then my father, he was lying like anything, he was a lawyer. Lying like left, right and center. Then his son, he used to make a wish that he could not lie. I tell you, he goes mad. Since because they are lying, they are surviving in this world. The wife asked, have I put on weight? No, dear. You are so lean, you are so beautiful. You have to tell a lie. If you tell the truth, that's it. Therefore, when you go beyond all the knowledge, then everything is given to you. When you go beyond all seeking, everything is given to you. The whole world is yours. This is the beautiful thing in this world. So, Haripadar Kondriling, there is nothing to know in the absolute. Why? Whatever you know about the world is all Vidya, false. Whatever you know about yourself also is false. And about the truth you cannot know it. So, just be. And then there is Ananda. And you become the source of all knowledge. You become the light to the world. See, the intelligent people cannot give up. What they cannot give up? They have to know everything. Whenever you want to know something, the knower is born. And the thing is known. As long as the knower is born, the knowledge is limited. When the knower also is gone, there is nothing to be known. Then you are one with the pure knowledge, which is source of all knowledge. So therefore, there everything is yours. So this last leap to give up the buddhi is very hard for intelligent people. Therefore, intelligent people are not able to abide or know the self or abide in the self. Because they can't give up their buddhi. They want to know it. Sorry, you cannot know it. You cannot understand. You can only stand under. So that is why you need the purity and humility in spiritual path. You need purity and humility. What is humility? In the Parpalange Vehalpa, you have to give up your buddhi also. But buddhi you cannot give up in the first stage also. First stage only. You cannot. You should not. Then you will not get that kind of a conviction to follow this path, to understand things. You need the buddhi. But at the end, that also should be given up. Aridarku ondrumillai. There is nothing to know. Jnanamasti kim antaram. Is there anything other than the pure self there? To know, jnatum. Nothing. There is nothing there to know. So that is. So what is that true self? So in the next verse, he is explaining what is the true self, the nature of the true self. What will be your experience when you reach there? Kim Swaroopamet.
Kim Swaroopanandaji.
Atma darshane.
Atma darshane.
Avyaya bhava.
Avyaya bhava.
Apurna chit sukham.
Apurna chit sukham.
Kim Swaroopamiti.
Kim Swaroopamiti.
Atma darshane.
Atma darshane.
Avyaya bhava.
Avyaya bhava.
Apurna chit sukham.
Apurna chit sukham.
Kim Swaroopamiti. What is my true nature? Kim means what? Swarupa means my own true nature. Kim Swaroopamiti. What is my true nature? Thus if you inquire, Atma Dharshane, when you find the truth, when you abide there, what will you understand? What will you know about the self? Avyaya, imperishable. Vyaya means what? It will perish. Avyaya means which will not perish. Meaning, I will not die. I means not with the body mind. I have my true self. It is changeless. Of course, never ever born, which will not die. Abhava. Bhava means to be born. Abhava means which is never born. See? Yesterday, our Acharya was saying, please tell me, do you have the experience of birth? He was asking. Nobody has got any experience of birth. Why? Birth means what? I was not there and then I came into being. Nobody can have this experience because I was not there cannot be an experience. Who will be knowing I was not there? So birth is only an assumption. Yeah, the body is born out of the mother's womb are all fine. But nobody can experience birth. Similarly, nobody can experience death also. Death means what? I am there, I am not, I have gone blank, nothing. No. This idea, this experience of I am not cannot be for anybody. When it is there, then who is having this experience? You are there. So therefore, birth and death is a myth actually. From the body, if you think you are a body, yes, the body may drop. You are not the body. You are this true self, which is beyond all this body, mind, everything. When you reach there, you know that you were never ever born, you will not die. That is moksha. That is the true freedom. That is the true liberation. See, we are so scared of death, no? Why? Because our true nature is beyond death. So when the idea comes that I am going to die, it is alien to our true nature. Therefore we are unable to accept it, actually speaking. But the problem is, along with the body we don't want to die. Like Hiranyakashipu. The body is not me. When you go beyond the body mind, you are that which will never die. Avyaya, abhava, because you are never born. That is why when somebody celebrates happy birthday and somebody asks us, Swamiji, you are not celebrating happy birthday? You get very funny tickled. Why? Ajaha, avyayaha, never born. This one, you Guru Pusrika Pusam. How you are very good still, never born. The true self is never born. So therefore, the idea of father, mother, relations are very, very relative and it has no much meaning actually. So I am never born. When you say somebody is your parent who has given birth to me, it's all okay in the Vyavahara, but has no meaning. Because I am unborn. As a true self, I am unborn. I will never die. So don't get caught into all these nonsensical small little relationships. See, you have to do whatever you are supposed to do. That is your duty, dharma and all. But beyond that, don't get caught. See, I was studying Vedanta course 2-3 years. We were so charged. Brahma Satyam, Jagan Nityam. I am not the body, I am not the mind and all. So we were posted to Sri Lanka, first posting. There we were very young, 22, 23, something like that. So there was a very senior devotee. First day he asked me, Swamiji, are you not feeling homesick? Don't you feel bad about coming away from your father, mother? I got so angry. What? Who is my father? Who is the mother? He got so scared. What happened to this brahmachari? What is home? Where is home? Who is homesick? What's arrogance? It should not be like that. Wow, he was very, very kind, concerned. But after studying all this, he says, oh, who is my father? Who is my mother? What nonsense? What are you talking? That is the true way we should live also. We should not give room to all this nonsense. So my emotional thing, my mother, my father, oh, what? You have to do whatever you're supposed to do, but don't get caught into all those nonsense. Similarly, husband, wife, children, everything is there, but nothing is there. It's all in transactional world. That's it. Heart of the heart, you belong to nobody. And nobody belongs to you. And you are your own self. That way you are fully liberated. If you get caught somewhere, you are bound. But our Acharya says you have to play the drama. Karnataka. This is Karnataka. You have to play your role, play the drama of life. But don't think it is true. Because as a self, you are nothing. You belong to nobody. Nobody belongs to you. So, avyaya abhava, apurna sukham, apurna chit sukham you are. Apurna means what? Complete, full. From all sides, you are full. Nothing lacking in you. Chit sukham you are. That complete bliss you are. Sukham. Chit sukham means what? The bliss of the consciousness, the true self you are. So you are of the nature of bliss, not blisters. Bliss. So you can never become miserable because it is not your nature. You don't need any reason to be happy, blissful. Why? Because it's your nature. So therefore, we have to live up to our own true nature. Meaning what? I am blissful self. See, that is why when we take up to sannyas, they give a name. Kadabada Ananda. Everybody is Ananda. Why? At least for namesake, be Ananda. Ananda. See, whenever you are miserable, you are caught up in some of your personality, one layer of your personality. That is false. You won't blame anybody else for your misery. You find out where you are caught. Either you are into the body, therefore you misunderstand and you are caught. Or in your emotions, thoughts, concepts, ideas. Nowhere you should be caught. Sometimes you will be very ruthless to be happy here, to be blissful here. If you are very emotional, sensitive, touch me not, you will get some prizes, some Nobel Prize, something you may get. But you cannot be happy. You should say, Asangoham, 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 Punaha. I have nothing to do with this world, with this body, mind, with these relationships, with anything. And what am I? Satchidananda Rupoham. I am that nature of absolute bliss. Ahameva, aham avyayaha. I am the one without the second. Eva means one. Aham avyayaha, I am imperishable. This is how we have to contemplate. So all these idea of this relativity, this entanglements, emotional, it's all for very, very lowly people, not for us. For the seekers, all these things are null and void. So that is how we have to live. Apurna Chitsukam is my true nature. So when you live like this, then are you liberated? This is the question asked. Is this called liberation? Bhagavan has a very different take on the subject of bondage and liberation. Whenever you go and ask Bhagavan Sri Ramana Maharshi, Bhagavan, I want liberation. There was an elderly lady, it seems. She came to ashram. She was staying only for a few minutes, it seems. She prostrated to Bhagavan and said, Bhagavan, I don't ask you anything. Just give me the mukti. I will go now. I have to catch the train. Please give me mukti. Bhagavan was keeping quiet, it seems. After she left, he said to his devotee, is it a vegetable or what? Please give me mukti. I will take and go. It's not that. What is bondage? What is liberation? That question is asked. Whenever you talk about liberation, Bhagavan asks, are you bound first? Please find out. Who is bound? I am bound. Inquire who am I. If you inquire who am I, that I who feels he is bound is found to be no more. He is a myth. Nobody is bound. Then what are we talking about liberation? You were never ever bound to be liberated. See, know that you are never ever bound to be liberated. You think you are bound because I comes up and I thinks I am bound. I want liberation. So I want to do all these sadhanas. Now Bhagavan says, have you inquired who are you? Who am I? Are you bound? Who am I? Inquire, the very I which feels it is bound is lost. And there is no bondage. Then there is no bondage. What are we talking about liberation? So therefore, don't give room to this ahankar, the ego personality who is rising and asserting, I know, I am doing, I am enjoying, I am bound, I want liberation. This I has to be inquired and to be destroyed, so that there is nobody who is bound, nobody is who is liberated. This is the highest. See, Bhagavan takes us to very giddy heights. The liberation is there, Swamiji. No, sorry, there is no liberation. Why? Because you were never bound. You think you were bound. I told you, na, here, that story of a donkey. Did I say? Here, did I say? I don't know where I say what. A fellow was bringing his donkey, a washerman, Dobi. So he was passing through a forest. So that night he wanted to rest there. So he saw a hermitage where there was a Mahatma meditating. So he wanted to rest there. It's a very dark sort of a jungle. So he asked permission from the Mahatma. Mahatma said, yes, you can sleep here, no problem. In the veranda you can sleep. Then he found he didn't bring that rope to tie that donkey. He was so worried. If I don't tie the donkey will run away. So what should I do? Mahatma said, don't worry, I will tie the donkey. So he took the donkey and then he played a beautiful drama as if there was a rope, and he put that rope around the donkey's neck, and then he tied the donkey in the tree and he said, now sleep. The donkey thought it was tied to the tree. So it just squatted and slept. Next day morning, this fellow got up and said, now I want to go. Okay, go. So he went and said, come on, get up, he was telling. The donkey was wondering, Are Buddhu, you tied me, now you untie me. Then the Mahatma came, see, you should untie the donkey now. How will it then get up? So he came and he untied the donkey, as if, there was no rope, nothing. Then the donkey got up. This Mahatma is a Buddhist. So it started moving. So we are those donkeys. We were never tied, we thought we were bound. And by sadhana, everything has been done, undone. So now we are liberated. Actually speaking, we were never bound. This is the truth. As Nitya Mukta, our Swarupa is Nitya Mukta, ever liberated. We are, for no reason, identified with this body, mind, and thought we are liberated, we are bound. Inquire, am I this body, mind? If you inquire and find out the true self, we are never ever bound to be liberated. This is the idea. So this is the last straw in the back of the, not the camel, ajnana. Bandha muktyati tam param sukam. Actually we should not break like this, but for the tune we are breaking it. Bandha mukti atitam param sukam, right? Vindati haji vastu daivikaha. Like this also we should not break. Vindati haji vastu daivikaha. Okay. Bandha muktyati tam param sukam. Vindati haji vastu daivikaha. Bandha mukti atitam param sukam. This param sukam, this bliss is beyond bandha and moksha. Why? Because only this ego self, the personality is bound. He feels he is bound. This personality feels he wants liberation and he works for it. But this fellow who wants liberation, he is a myth. Please understand. He is nowhere to be found. He is false. This understanding is liberation. It is not that you work for his liberation. You understand that he is a myth. He is not at all there. As a true self, you are always liberated. So this is real understanding. And this existence is all blissful. Param Sukham. See, I tell you, we seek so much in this world, right? You want a good degree and a good job. You want this, you want that. We seek something in the world and we get disgusted. And then you want to seek that Paramatma, that bliss. As long as you are seeking something, you are a Dharidri and you will be miserable one day. I tell you, this seeking is so painful. The knowledge that I don't need anything. I am Purnam. Already I am Purnam. I am already everything. I am already okay, fine. This is liberating, I tell you. If you think I want, then the question comes, then when will I get that? Then what sort of effort I should put in? It's not through efforts. Na karmana, na prajaya, na dhanena, tyage naike amritatvaman. Tyaga means what to be given up, the false notion. The false idea that I am this body mind, I am this jiva, I am this ego personality. Tyage naike amritatvaman. Therefore, no amount of effort, no amount of intelligence also. I will work in a smart way. Hard work will not pay. Smart work. No. Smartness will not help you. Why? Because, first of all, this fellow who thinks he is smart, he is a myth. Myth means what? He is false. He is not. He appears to be, but he is not. So, this understanding that this fellow who is talking from here is a myth. Who is hearing from those, it's all myth. No, Swamiji, myth, everything is myth. Dosa, that is myth and Allah. Dosa sapram, dosa. That is truth. Without dosa, what will happen? There will be dosha. What I mean is, the understanding that I am the body mind is really the root cause of all our suffering. When you know our true self, that I am that blissful self, then that is liberation. It is not that you work your way through this and then you get liberated. No. You find that you were never bound, so that nothing called as no need for any liberation. This is the truth. This sukham is the real sukham, where kritakritya bhavana. I have done everything has been achieved. Whatever has to be achieved, everything is achieved. There is nothing more to do, nothing to prove, anything to anybody, nowhere to go, nothing to be done. Ha! This we should achieve before we give up this body. Everything is done. Nothing more. Everything is all right. There is nothing to know. See, what I mean, you know what? See, in this world, if you are curious to learn something, that is not a problem. You should learn. You should be curious. Then only you are alive and kicking. But that should not be compulsion to know everything. What is there to know everything? How can a person know everything? So you shouldn't look down upon somebody who doesn't know much. Because this knowledge is bandhana. So, even a Jivan Mukta may be curious. If he gets a new gadget, he may want to know how it is functioning, what all you can do with this. All those things are natural, you know. But you know what? Wanting to know everything. This, that, everything. What is that, you know? See, according to your vasana only you can live. If you have this Shastra vasana, the vasana of knowing things, you want to go on knowing things. I told you, no? I don't know whether it is right or wrong. I went to this Canada, and there they took me to Banff. There was a skywalk. So there, that host, he asked me, Swamiji, do we have a guide to? I said, I don't want any guide. I want to enjoy this whole beautiful thing. I don't want anybody to say anything. But he never listened. He said, no, we will have a guide. I said, okay, have a guide. A young girl, sort of a Canadian girl, so smart, so wonderful. She was explaining everything. But you know what? Instead of enjoying the beauty and getting lost, this fellow was knowing everything about some millions of years before this happened. Who knows what happened millions of years before? Something. I just walked off. I said, it's not for me. I walked off. And I was enjoying thoroughly for half an hour. Then they came after half an hour. They got only 2 minutes there to stand. There was a falls. There was so. What is there to know about everything? Chumma to know. It's a disease of the mind to know everything you want to know. See, I am not against knowledge. See, to know things are fine, but I want to know. Who knows? Actually speaking, who knows? This is approximation. Scientists also, I am telling you, they don't know much. These doctors, they don't know anything. No approximation only they are. I am a science student basically. If you go higher science, you know that nothing is known actually. You come to this world. You go to quantum physics and all those stuff. Everything is different. Now they say, yes, the world is not real. Now the physicists, they are saying. So therefore, Bandha and Moksha, both are concepts of the mind. Both are for this Jiva who is a myth, who is never born. So therefore, to understand this is liberation. So, this is the bottom line. You don't need any experience to feel fulfilled. Why we seek new experience? Because we feel, with that experience we feel fulfilled. I want to go there also, see that also. Then I will feel happy. Now and here you are blissful only. You don't need any other experience. Bungee jumping, then that is a thrill. Then you go. You fly like a bird. Then you don't need any experience. Whatever experience you get, you enjoy. Nothing wrong in it. Bhagavan is only giving that experience. Be 100% there and enjoy that experience. But don't seek any experience. When it comes, take it. When it goes, allow it to go. Don't seek anything. Because you don't need anything. You are already full, complete. We don't need anything. We don't need any knowledge. We don't need any experience. We don't need anything to be fulfilled. We are already fulfilled. This is the message from our Upanishad. Tat Tvamasi. You are that infinite. You don't need anything. See, this is really liberate. You don't need anything. Swamiji food and all. See, those things are basic things. Anything you will get it. As long as the prarabdha is there, you will get it. So, okay, those things are part of the game. See, we are not miserable because we don't have food or, all those things. See, most of the people have got everything. But we are miserable for unreasonable reasons. That is because of ignorance. So, bandha, mukti, all those things are only concepts. Go beyond all those things. You are free now and here. You are fulfilled now and here. You need not seek anything, not even God. Don't be a beggar. Don't beg anything from anybody. Just be yourself. Whatever God provides you, be satisfied. That is not making you happy. Happiness is your own intrinsic nature. It's your own self. Believe in this. Assert your true self. That is liberation. Vindati iha jivastu daivikaha. Jivaha tu vindati iha. This param sukham, this jiva gains here and now. In this manifestation only. In this life only. And tu daivikaha. He is very rare. He is very divine. So that jiva who gains, vindati means gains. This param sukham which is beyond bandha and moksha, here only, iha means here only, daivikaha is very rare and is indeed divine. But in Tamil it is a little differently written actually. Bandha veedatra parasuham mutravar, inda nilai nitral mundi para, iraipani nitrala mundi para. See there, to remain in this state beyond bandha and moksha, in this supreme state, is actually service to the Lord, he says. Iraipani nitral. That is the service to the Lord, he says there. But here, little different he has given here. Vindati iha jivaha tu daivikaha. He is a divine being. When he gains this supreme bliss, while living here only, he is a divine being. And he is living as his own self. Right? So, after saying all this, now the concluding verse. See, first, Bhagavan wrote it in Tamil only. These 29 verses. The 30th verse was given by Muruganatha Swami himself. But I suppose in Sanskrit, Bhagavan himself must have given this 30th verse also, I suppose. Because he only translated the Tamil to Sanskrit also. Right? Ahamapetakam Nijavibhanakam Mahadidam tapo Ramanavagiyam Ahamapetakam Nijavibhanakam Mahadidam tapo Ramanavagiyam. What is the highest penance? Tapas here. Aham apetakam. To live without any ego. Egoless existence. Aham means ego here. Aham apetakam means devoid of ego. Aham apetakam. Egoless existence is the highest tapas here. Mahadidam tapaha. That is the highest penance. To not allow the ego to raise its head is the highest penance. And that is Nijavibhanakam. That is the illuminator of the true self. That egoless existence, egoless state, he is the illuminator of the true self. There only you know or abide in the true self. So that is the real penance. Ramana Vag This is Ramana's walk. These are the words of the great Ramana. That is how Muruganatha Swami concluded. But here, Bhagavan himself, since he is translating it into Sanskrit, He himself, Ramana Vagyam. This is the word of Ramana. What is the word? To live without any ego. That is the highest penance and that is the highest spiritual sadhana. If we are spiritual seeker and we have got this ego, then we are not seekers. Ego can happen with our identity with the body, mind and intellect. What is the ego? I am, very handsome, very beautiful, this, that. I belong to this higher caste, this, that. And then, I am very good, I am very noble. This is ego. I am very compassionate, ego. I am good is very egoistic, you know that? People come and ask our Acharya, Swamiji, why only good people suffer? Why are you asking this? Because I am always suffering. Who told you are good? If you ask this question, you are not good. You identify with the body, mind, you are bad, you are sinful. We think we are very good, goody. I am same to everybody, I respect everybody, I am with mind and heart. These people are Rakshasas, we don't have any heart. Somehow, I get very angry with goody people. So, always goody, what goody. That is one way of getting trapped in the goodness. The sattvic way of getting trapped. Another way of getting trapped is, I am intelligent, I know everything, I am intelligent. See, Muruga, Lord Muruga, Subramanya, he roamed around the whole world to get that jnanapada, that fruit of knowledge. He roamed the whole world, he couldn't get it. You go anywhere and do whatever research you want, you will never get that jnanapada, the fruit of knowledge. Ganesha, very smart. He went around the father and mother. The father and mother is the father and mother of the universe. Ammayappan, who is residing in the heart. So through dhyanam, when you turn within and go round and round and round with this Ammayappa who is within, then you get the jnanapada. So jnanapada you will not get when you go around the world and looking for it somewhere. Howsoever intelligent, howsoever you know about the world and the laws of the world, everything, solved. You should go within and go round and round in meditation. Means what? Abide in that Ammayappa. Then you get it. So this is the idea of that story. So if you are caught in your intellectual sheath, that I am very great intellectual, I am a PhD in Vedanta, you will never know the self. You may know, but I am just saying, because of that you will not know the self. I am Saint Teresa. I am the reincarnation of Saint Teresa. Sorry. Swamiji, what do you think? We should not do good to the world? By all means do good. But don't think you are doing the good. You are doing the good. Or because of doing good you have become so noble and all. No. That is another problem. Another upadhi. You are nothing. You are nobody. You are nothing. Then you can be everybody and everything. That is expansion. By becoming nobody, you become everybody. That is expansion. So, what is the highest penance? Not to allow this ego to raise its head. Whatever means you employ is all good. With the ego, howsoever wonderful things you do, it's all inauspicious. Without ego, whatever you do is auspicious. But ego is a very, very tricky thing. You do not know what is ego. That is why we should be very alert, attentive, careful, what's happening inside. That is why our Guru, our Acharya said, don't think you are a Guru. He said, ever think you are a Guru or a teacher. That is another ego. And a very big ego it is. Then you want everybody to come and prostrate. Everybody to listen to you. That is another ego. To think I am a teacher, I am a guru is another ego. So that's why when people say he is the head of an institution, Atma Vidya, I get it tickled. Yo, what is this? I am not anything. Actually, I am not the head. I am the tail of Atma Vidya. You know why? I am at the mercy of everybody. The gardener, he says, Swamiji, if you say something, I will leave the job. Don't. And the cook and the caretaker, he says, I will leave the job. Okay. Nobody, I am at the mercy of everybody. I am not the head. I am actually the tail. And the devotees say, if you don't behave properly, we will not give food. Okay. See, if you don't earn, if you depend only on God, you will not automatically become humble. If you earn, you feel, I earn, so I have God, I need not depend on anybody, I can do whatever. No. See, sannyasa means what? It's not, not that. In spite of that, you feel I am not bound to anybody. Because Arunachala gives, Arunachala takes. And we have only a relationship with Arunachala, nobody else. So, if we can learn to live without egoistic attitudes, ego, doer, enjoyer, then that is spirituality. All the other things are only chuma, elevation. If a person is naturally egoless, he is a saint. Meaning, he is great. He need not put pattai or kottai or anything. He need not chant Vedas. See, that is why a very simpleton who is egoless is better than a great scholar, a great Vedic Pandit, or a great, tapasvi. More the ego, more the suffering. Our misery is directly proportional to the ego. So less the ego, less the suffering. More the bliss. So becoming humble, that is everything. That is why paniya pava mahalum. That Yoga Swami said, paniya pava mahalum. More and more you become humble, more and more the sins are washed off. Pava mahalum. Understand? So therefore, this real spiritual life is to keep the ego in check and to inquire what is the source of this ego and get rid of it. This can happen through devotion. Through devotion, what we say, everything is yours, O Lord. Thine will be done, not mine. Ennam yaduvu adusaiva. Thine will be done. And nothing is mine, everything is yours. And even my life and my everything is your business. Everything is offered unto you. Atma samarpana. See, this is the way to go in devotion. More and more you say everything is yours and you are the doer, I am just the instrument, and everything is offered unto you. More we become egoless. More we expand, more we become egoless. More we contract, we become very egoistic, selfish, greedy. Only me. Maximum my own wife and my own children. Why? They give happiness to me. So only this much means what we become very small. Contraction is death. Expansion is life. Everything is me. All the children are my own. I care for everybody. I care for the environment, for the world, for the birds, for the animals, for everybody. Expansion is life. Contraction is death. So, egoless living. That is why either identify with everything or reject everything. This way, identifying with everything is bhakti. All is mine. Everything is Lord. Or jnana is what? Na iti. Reject everything. Then we are egoless. When we become egoless, then we are truly liberated. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti.
Shanti Shanti
Hari
Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om.
See, as we told you in the last session, we have this Bhagavad Gita course for 54 days. First 6 chapter, first 18 days, and then the next 6 chapter, next 6 chapter. So, we are going to give it online also, YouTube live also. Atma Vidya Mandir Tiruvannamalai. That is our YouTube channel's ID. Atma Vidya Mandir, nowhere H comes, ATMAVIDYA Tiruvannamalai also no H, TIRU. So Atma Vidya Mandir Tiruvannamalai, if you type, you will get into our channel, YouTube channel. So from 22nd December onwards, every day 3 sessions. Morning 7 to 8:15, and then afternoon after Guru Padaka Puja, maybe from 11:15 to 12, and then night 7 to 8 o'clock, 8 or 8:15. 3 sessions every day. It's all given live, YouTube live. And also it will be uploaded, it will be there in the YouTube channel also. So you can follow Bhagavad Gita. See, like Ramesh and Akila, they are coming for the whole course, they are coming. Like that, few people, if you are blessed, you can come for the whole course. If not, if you come for the one course, the other 2 courses you can follow online. Something like that. If you cannot come, you can follow whole course online. So everything is given free actually. Those who come there also, we are not charging anything. This YouTube live also, everything for everybody free. So please make use of it. It's a very wonderful opportunity to go through the whole of Bhagavad Gita. 18 chapters in one go. In English only we are going to explain. We take Sanskrit, this thing, shlokas, and with Shankara Bhashya and with Guru Pamachami and his commentary, we will try to explain it word by word, and then the ideas behind it and all those. So please make use of this opportunity. That is one thing. So I really thank Ramesh and Akila for this opportunity, because we have started with the Artichudi, right, for 6 days. And then Who Am I, that Bhagavan's small booklet, that is for another 6 days. And then Bhaja Govindam, that is for 7 days. 2 sessions, 4th session also. And now this Upadesa Saram. So next, whenever, after 2-3 months, after our Bhagavad Gita course and all, we will try to take this Arunachala Pancharatna. But in Sanskrit, it is there in Sanskrit also. Bhagavan has given in Sanskrit also. It is in Tamil so beautifully, but you people can't understand much of Tamil. So we take in Sanskrit also, and side by side we will have the Tamil, this thing, original also. So maybe in another 3-4 months, whenever it's possible, we will have the Arunachala Pancharatna. There also, my God, in 5 verses, Bhagavan gives. That is the beauty of Bhagavan. See, the beauty of great people, they talk less and convey more, like Tirukkural. Just 2 lines, everything is conveyed. Something like that.